Bonjour and welcome back to my channel, Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the month of November for the people born under the Justice card or the Star card. So I'm using the Tarot de Marseille and Thoth numerology. So Justice for me is number 8, not number 11, and the Star being 17 is number 8. So if you don't know what your birth card is, I have got a video for you on how to calculate it, and I've linked it in the description box below. I've also filmed a video on the meaning of the birth tarot cards and what their core essences are, which I suggest you check out before you move on to the reading if you haven't, because it will give you a better understanding. And this is also linked in the description box below. So I hope you are all doing well and that you're going to be enjoying these different kind of readings. I'm going to be using the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce, and I've reviewed this deck on my channel. So if you want to check out the artwork or even get them for yourselves, there's also a link to that video in the description box. So as always, please do bear in mind that those are general readings, so they will not resonate with everybody. So take what applies to your situation and drop the rest. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for joining me on this reading. I am very appreciative of your time. So what do my Justice and Star querents need to hear for the month of November for their highest good, please? Can you show me clearly? Okay. So, we have at the heart of the matter the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Cups, Judgment, Major Arcana, big energy, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy working under the scene that you may not be aware of, but it's definitely at work around you right now. We have the Magician. How beautiful. So this is another Major Arcana. So you've got two Major Arcanas today. So firstly, let's talk about your number. So Justice and the Star. Now, number 8 is obviously the number that represents as above and so below. Hold on a minute. Oh god, sorry, I need to reseat myself properly, I'm sorry. Number 8 is the number of advancements, generally speaking. So it's going to be for you the desire to turning your higher wishes into reality through self-mastery. This is going to be your drive, and I think it's important to bear this in mind when you consider your birth card. And in the energy underlying, you have the Magician. This is saying that you have everything you need at the tip of your fingers to manifest what it is you want to manifest. Now, the Magician is a card that calls for action, because many people say, oh, well, you know, I've done visualization, I've acted as if it's already happened, and it's not happened. If you don't take action, it's not going to happen. So this is one of the main steps that need to occur. The other thing is, when we talk about having all of the resources at your fingertips to make something happen, this is not just about monetary or financial things. Time can be a resource. Support from your family and your network may also be a resource. You know, if you feel you don't have enough time to concentrate on a project or something, then you may want to ask people to help you, you know, to take on some of your chores, for instance. These are just examples I'm giving you, but you get my drift, okay? This is really the card. The Magician is someone who knows how to use everything that's at their disposal, not just money. And it is also your spirit team telling you, hey, you know, time to manifest. It's time. Can also be something that's happening on your subconscious level. Knowing that it's time to manifest something, but not knowing, if you see what I'm saying. Right, let me put it here. So at the center of the matter, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, 7 as a number represents analysis, self-evaluation. And when we do go through those stages, we gain obviously knowledge, and that gives us the confidence to then move forward. Pentacles is earth energy. It represents your physical realm. So it's anything to do with your home, the building, and the relationship within. Or it could be a job, your career, a business you're trying to grow, a side hustle, or developing your skills through education. The Seven of Pentacles is a card that talks about looking at something you've invested time and effort in and wondering if it's worth it. So the thought might even occur in your head of, maybe I should give up. Because there is an element of impatience with this card, thinking that things are not growing fast enough. Because earth energy, by essence, is slower than the other energies. It requires hard work. It requires applying yourself, working diligently. And sometimes it can take longer to see the full harvest. You see some of it, but it may leave you wanting, is what I'm trying to say. And you may just be feeling a bit despondent because the growth is not to your expectation. Now remember, you've got the Magician on the deck. You've got this energy of, are you using all of your resources to get to what you want, is what I'm hearing. Or are you just focusing on one type of resource, and that's maybe why you're not seeing the growth that you want. Here is what's preventing momentum, and you've got the Page of Swords. Now the pages, generally speaking, talk about news or messages coming your way. They may also indicate a new direction, but also the need to learn something, because they're training to become kings. They're not fully fledged in their suit. And Swords is the mental realm. It represents your thoughts, knowledge you've acquired, your views on the world, and also truths and communication. So the Page of Swords being something that's preventing momentum may indicate that you need more data. You need to find out more facts about things. Because the Page of Swords is someone who studies, someone who researches to get the facts, so that then they can have a plan and they can then move on, right? So I'm getting the clear message here that you need to research a bit more. If you are here because your business or your side hustle is not taking off, this is what I'm hearing loud and clear. If this is to do with you not progressing up the ladder, like not getting raises and not getting promotions, again, develop your skills, research, because that would be the case. Now, for some of you, another message I'm getting whilst holding the card is that you may have received some news that you found very disheartening, or you may have looked at data or looked at results. And I'm seeing for some people, if it's for your YouTube channel, you may have looked at the analytics and you're thinking, right, I'm spending this amount of time, this amount of effort into producing quality content, and I'm not getting what I believe I should be getting back. So that's for some of you. And if it's to do with a relationship, you may have received some news that was kind of sharp, a message that was delivered that sounded harsh, and you kind of hung up on it, and so you're thinking, gee, what do I do? Do I give up? Do I just walk away from that, or do I continue investing in that? Now this position is the core wound that stands in the way, and it's the card of Judgment. Now this is the second Karma card. We have Justice and Judgment in the tarot. It's a big energy because it's a major arcana. And Judgment really is a card of shedding the old and having the new emerging. Like when you see the people being called by the angel and they're coming out of their tombs. This is a big wake-up call. This is, also a judgment card, like looking at the situation and assessing it and learning from it. I'm hearing that for some reason you may have been bitten by a situation or by somebody before, and it was a wake-up call, and that's kind of stand in the way. So whatever this Page of Swords stands for, because they linked, whether it's a news that hurt you, that created a wake-up call. It's something that's making you think, what am I doing? I am wasting my time, maybe. Okay, this is what I'm seeing in those two in those two cards. And the thing is, if you're born under the star card, you are very sensitive and receptive, and you are driven by your hope. You are inspired, and so I can see you pouring your heart and soul into something, and really hoping that this is going to be something that's going to really fulfill you on all levels, and then feeling disappointed when you look at things in a harsh daylight. And if you're born under the Justice card, you have that rationale inside of you of what's fair and not fair, and you're thinking very much in terms of, I've put this amount of hard work, time and effort, why aren't I seeing the proper rewards for it? Why isn't that happening? I want things to move forward. So that's the vibe I'm getting very heavily, and the message I'm getting is, fear not, because you have everything you need to manifest it. Do not lose heart, okay? Do not let this news or this data you found out, these analytics you looked at that made you feel depressed about what you're trying to achieve, do not let this wake-up call be a wound, because you feel like what you're doing is not appreciated. Don't let that happen, because right here is an external influence that you need to have a look at, and you have a brand new beginning coming here. So again, if we're talking about relationship, this can be applied to pretty much any scenario. If it's a relationship, you give, and then you get hurt, and it's a wake-up call. I don't want to put this amount of effort anymore. And this is your spirit team saying, yes, you can manifest your perfect relationship. Just don't lose hope. Shed the old, embrace the new you, and don't let this move you away from further new relationships. Because this Ace of Cups holds the potential of the suit. In other words, it holds the potential to emotional fulfillment for you. So this is a brand new beginning that has this potential. So it could be a door that opens with a new job, a new project, a new creative idea you could invest in. This can be a brand new romantic relationship coming your way, or the rekindling of an existing one. This could be the birth of a child, obviously, the birth of a new business, or just a revitalization of it if you accept it. So be aware of maybe an opportunity or an offer that's around you or will be around you very, very soon. Because the advice you have is the Ten of Cups. Now the Ten of Cups, you can see how this works, right? You go from 1 to 10, that's ultimate progression. It's considering this brand new beginning, opportunity, door that's opening, whatever the case may be, and then embracing it fully, because the 10 is completion. It's the culmination. And the 10 of Cups, because we're talking about the emotional realm here, this is being completely emotionally fulfilled, having it all, and being in the moment, being grateful for what you got. Because when we are in a state of gratefulness, this is such a high vibration that we attract more good things, which obviously perpetuates this feeling of being grateful, because you've got it all. You've got everything you wanted. So the advice is to embrace this kind of attitude, as opposed to looking impatiently at something you've been working hard on and feeling lack, or feeling despondent or disappointed, because these are lower vibration energies. And you have the Four of Wands as an unexpected guide or event on your journey. So Four of Wands, this is a celebration moment, this is a landmark. Four is strong foundation that occurs after having experienced the growth of number 3. Wands representing your passion and your desire and your spirit. This is saying that you're going to get to a landmark following this. Something to celebrate, something to be proud of, something to rejoice about if you embrace the advice of the cards. And obviously, you do you. I will never presume to tell you what to do. Now, if you're here for a relationship, this could be a spontaneous proposal or a serious commitment coming from somebody. If you're here for business, it could be someone offering you a partnership. It could be someone offering you a raise if you're here for a job. It could be, if it's a YouTube channel, getting to a landmark with your amount of subscribers, for instance. You will know that event when it occurs. It's something that will be unexpected, and that will be very specific to you. And your outcome for your highest good is the Two of Cups. Now, 2 represents decisions, crossroads, but also relationships when we're talking about cups, which is to do with emotions and feelings. So this is a significant relationship, so it could represent a significant partnership, accepting it and moving forward. It could be a collaboration. Um, it could be obviously, your soulmate, and you getting into a very deep committed relationship, which is what you're trying to manifest, for instance. So as I said, it depends on whether you're here for business, for work, or for relationships. But this is a very significant partnership, that your spirit guides are saying, this is the way forward for you, and this will be very fulfilling for you. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you, particularly if it resonated better than your sun sign reading, or if it completed it. Do let me know, please. I'd be very curious to hear that. It's the first time I do a series based on the Tarot birth cards, and I'm very excited about them. So as always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a beautiful month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.